like that, welcome back to another episode of Survival Time. We finna get into Boys in the Hood again. Apparently, it was a situation where some nigga basically is about to be committing murder against. We finna get into it, bro. Fuck all that other shit. We finna see what's up.
Welcome to Boys in the Hood TV. Today we're gonna be discussing the life of Lil AK from the Black P-Stone Jungles, who will be charged of murder and attempted murder. 40-year-old Dante Solomon, aka Lil AK, was a well-known member of the violent street gang, the Black P-Stone Jungles. In 2011, he would go down for a robbery and do over 3 years in prison. Now, prior to going to prison, he dated a woman named Donisha Gregory, but by the time he got out, they would see each other off and on, but both would focus on doing their own thing. Solomon would focus on taking care of his kids and getting a job, which he eventually would do. He also would start going to church and dating other females. Now, his ex-girlfriend, Donisha Gregory, would also start doing the same thing. But things would go left when Donisha would eventually start seeing a member from the Rolling 60 Crips, known as RP, and this would piss Dante off. But even with this new relationship, both Dante and Donisha would still kick it and even spend time together on Valentine's Day. But things would start to escalate once Dante found out that RP of the Rolling 60s was now living with Donisha. Now, this would lead to a confrontation between Dante and RP at a...
Bro, first of all, this nigga's too fucking old for what they talking about. 1, 2, bitch. What the fuck are you doing? Y'all need to stop being shady, and then y'all being shady with the wrong niggas, bro. For one, this is what happens when you being a shady ass bitch. Don't be no dummy out here fucking with one nigga and still fucking with another nigga. Niggas got feelings too, and niggas be more deeper in their feelings than these women's is, you feel me? So what you need to understand is, young woman, or any woman out there that's listening, don't never play with no nigga heart like that, because you got a lot of niggas out here like this, and they be weak-minded. We fucking with two different people. We in relationships with different people. What the fuck do it matter to you if she fucking somebody else any fucking way? But you, bitch, if you in a relationship with another nigga, bitch, leave that nigga alone. You shouldn't be fucking with them, especially if you know they in rival gangs, stupid asshole.
gas station sometime later, and allegedly RP from the Rolling 60s will pull out a strap on Dante and takes him and his girlfriend down the street. Now, months later, on July 16, 2018, Dante would decide to head over to Donisha's house, but she wasn't home. So afterwards, he would decide to leave to go smoke and drink for a few hours before heading back to her house at around 6 p.m. Now, once he returned back to her house, he noticed a white Range Rover, which belonged to RP from the Rolling 60s, and this would set him off. He would then proceed to honk his horn while driving back and forth down the street in front of her house, yelling out her name through the window. Now, initially, Donisha would ignore him, but eventually she would head to the second floor window and speak to him. Dante would get out of his car and continue to yell at her. He would tell her to come outside so he could talk to her, but when she told him no, that's when he started yelling out, "Fuck naps, fuck crabs." Now, while all of this is taking place, RP from the Rolling 60s was sitting down next to the bedroom door, holding on to his 9mm. Now, Donisha began to beg Dante to leave because her kids were at home and she didn't want things to escalate. But Dante would respond, "I don't give a fuck." Not long after, Donisha's father would pull up and he would try to calm Dante down and tell him to come back another day to talk to Donisha.
You too fucking old to be in your feelings like this, nigga. You acting like a bitch, nigga. You acting like a bitch, nigga. But this is why I said what I said about the bitch, nigga. At the end of the day, this is what causes conflict amongst niggas. When bitches do shit like this, you know these niggas is in opposite gangs. Niggas already gonna commit crimes against each other just off GP from that. You think these niggas ain't gonna try to kill each other for some goofy ass shit like you? Fuck out of here. Then you got your daddy involved, you got your kids involved. That's my point. Bitch, use your motherfucking brain cells. Motherfuckers are dumb, and it don't be mattering the age. That's why I also hate when bitches be like, I need somebody mature. Bitch, you not even mature, bitch. I ain't never met a woman that was really like thinking for real. I just meet about it's a lot of women out here that mostly like just be moving off action, which is cool for certain points and times. But bitch, this ain't one of them.
But Dante wasn't having it and continued to yell at Donisha. Moments later, RP from the Rolling 60s would stand up and stand next to Donisha at the bedroom window while holding his gun. And that's when Dante put out his strap and things would go from bad to worse. Moments later, Donisha could be heard yelling, "I don't care about no gun." And that's when Dante started blasting. He would let off multiple shots at the upstairs window at both Donisha and RP. Now, RP would duck down but Donisha will be hit with a single shot to her head as she fell to the floor. Dante would then hop back into his car and flee the scene. Family and friends who were already there at her house at the time would immediately call 911, who would arrive on scene. But sadly, Donisha would die long before the EMTs would arrive.
In Exposition Park, where police are searching for the person who shot and killed a woman overnight, it happened on Dalton Avenue, just south of Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Officers say the woman died before paramedics could get her to the hospital.
Now, once the police begin their investigation, Dante will be identified by witnesses as a shooter, and only days later, on July 18th, he will be arrested by LAPD and be held on a $2 million bond. He will be charged with murder, attempted murder, shooting into an inhabitant dwelling, along with gang and gun allegations. Now, of course, Dante will plead not guilty to all these charges. Now, once his trial took place, Dante would take the stand and testify. He would tell the jury that he and Donisha was in an open relationship, and on the day of the shooting, she had asked him for some money, but at the time he didn't have it, so he told her that he would come back later after work to bring the money to her. He claimed that once he got off of work at 1 p.m., he arrived at her house, but she wasn't there, so that would lead him to go to the bars to smoke and drink. He would claim that he wasn't fully intoxicated, but he did have 6 shots of Remy before leaving the bar. Now, he would admit that once he returned to her house at around 6 p.m.,
You wasn't intoxicated, nigga. 6 shots of motherfucking Remy sound intoxicated to me. Is you fucking retarded, nigga? And you saying you smoke blunts, nigga? R.I.P. to this woman, but bitch, you was dumb altogether. And I hate when bitches be trying to play tough in the middle of a serious moment, because bitch, you don't have no gun. You're not bulletproof. You're not Jesus. You're just a regular human fucking being, just like we all are, bitch. You still gonna bleed and die just like the rest of these motherfuckers, bitch. You got kids to take care of. Don't be sitting there trying to ignite the situation, or even like make it seem like you don't give a fuck about the situation. You need to make sure you calm the shit down as easy and as quick as possible, bitch. You put more than just yourself in jeopardy. Thank God didn't none of them kids get hit over this dumbass shit. And he's fucking in his 40s, bitch. His 40s, nigga. You being a real bitch right now. Like, this some whole shit, bro. Because you didn't even have to do this, bro. You already fucking with somebody else.
he saw RP from the rolling 60s white Range Rover parked outside, which did upset him. And in that moment, he felt like Donisha was disloyal to him, knowing that RP had tried to kill him months prior at a gas station. But he will proceed to tell the jury that on that night, he claimed he feared for his life. He was going to claim that Donisha didn't have a cell phone, which is why he stood outside of her house, yelling for her to come outside. Now, he was going to admit that she did come to the window, and he told her that he was upset, and he did yell out, "Fuck crabs," but only because he was so emotional in the moment. But he would state that things got worse when RP would walk up to the window and stand next to Donisha, holding a firearm, pointing it at him. And Dante would claim once he saw the firearm that RP was holding, that's why he put out his gun. He was then going to claim that he fired 2 warning shots in the air simply because he feared for his life. He would state that he never ever pointed the gun towards the window, but once he got back into his car to leave, the gun accidentally went off, letting off another shot. He would then state that once he drove away, he heard another shot, and next he heard Donisha screaming. That's when he turned back around and saw someone running from inside the house, and he immediately fled the scene. Now, with all this said, Dante's attorney argued that Dante's charges should be dropped to a heat of a passion, voluntary manslaughter, which only carried a maximum of 11 years. But prosecution disagreed, stating that the defense failed to prove that the victim engaged in any provocative conduct which caused Dante to lose all sense of judgment, which caused him to commit the murder under the influence of passion. They would also go on to state that Dante admitted during his testimony that he knew long before that Gregory and RP had been dating. So therefore, the night of the shooting, he acted purely off of judgment and not out of passion. And by the end of the trial, Dante Solomon will be found guilty of second-degree murder, attempted murder, felon in possession of a firearm, and shooting into an inhabited dwelling, and he would be sentenced to 55 years to life in prison, plus 34 years. I would like to thank everybody for tapping in, and I'll see y'all next time.
They done buried your bitch ass, boy. Buried your bitch ass, boy. Gave you 55 plus 34 more, nigga. Y'all keep thinking shit sweet out here. Y'all keep thinking it's GTA out here, nigga. These judges ain't fucking around. These niggas ain't fucking around. People families ain't fucking around. Last video, niggas got popped because they popped somebody else's family member, so they popped their family member. These niggas ain't fucking around. Ain't nobody fucking around with y'all, nigga. Y'all gonna keep fucking around thinking it's a game. You 40 years old acting like this, looking like this, dressing like this, nigga. We gonna keep acting like crime. It's the black community, bitch. It's the black community. At the end of the day, we got to do better as far as the decisions we making, bro. Because these niggas ain't even have to shoot at each other. It was just, that was dumb altogether. Mind you, his kids there. Mind you, her daddy could have been there. Her daddy was old as hell. You too old for what you doing. Common sense would have been to stop fucking with the bitch once you got into another relationship with another bitch. Because she's not going to give a fuck about you or your feelings or your well-being at that point. You look stupid. You letting me know that clearly you ain't been out here moving like you need to be moving. You clearly have been simping. You've been simping to the point where you fucked your life over and got your ass buried with all these years in jail. There was no reason for you to kill her. There was no reason for you to even shoot her crib up, nigga. You could have just kept it pushing. Once you seen that shit, I would have left, because at the end of the day, I don't know what he got in there or who he got in there. I don't know what's going on in there. You feel me? I already know they fucking around. It is what it is. I already knew that beforehand. I'm gonna move the fuck around. Fuck, even if the nigga did try to kill me, you gotta understand, nigga. In the heat of the moment, you gotta be thinking, because, nigga, it don't matter if he tried to kill you, nigga. What's going on around you? You putting kids at jeopardy. Like, you just got extra years on top of everything because you shot inside of a house with people in it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, it's a lot more at stake than just you getting revenge, my nigga. You didn't kill her on accident. You didn't kill a nigga that was trying to kill you in the first fucking place. And that's my point. Get niggas when you can get niggas on they time. Stop trying to make time out for these niggas, man. Catch these niggas slipping, bro. Instead of doing what you're doing. But at the end of the day, we don't need to be killing each other no way over no dumb shit, man. But niggas was wrong for trying to kill this nigga, but still. You wrong for still gangbanging that fucking 40 with your old ass next. We out, man. Let me know what the fuck y'all think, man. I keep saying I'm put this on the shirt, bro. Get your old ass out the street, nigga. Get out the street, nigga. You too old. You too fucking old.
Hey, these niggas down on attack. Gotta know your purpose, understand what work is. These snakes is lurking up.